All right, guys, we have a huge CGC unboxing, and I think these books might actually be some of yours. All right, guys, we're going to get into this box. I believe these are CGC submissions from New York Comic Con, all signature series. They're either yours, some of you guys, or they're somebody else's. You know, it's Erod stuff. My man Manny might be some of his stuff in here. Before we dig into this, I want you guys to hit that thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, all the social medias, the Instagrams, the Twitters, of course, whatnot, where we go live every Tuesday. Yeah, all right, I'm just going to dig into it. All right, what else? There's nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to talk about. We're going to talk books. We're going to talk grades. Guys, the thing about this, though, is what a weak-ass top of this box. This is supposed to be like a big, thicker... Oh, man, they can't all be winners, I suppose. All right. Ooh, I can see the books. These actually are not mine. I believe these are Erod's or Manny's or someone else's, but here we go. These are all signature series books from New York Comic Con, and we're going to start with Booster Gold #1. First appearance of Booster Gold, signed by Dan Jurgens. A beautiful copy in a 9.8. Awesome book. Watch out for this one. Actually, I'm going to come out and say it. Watch out for all the DC keys. They've been undervalued for a significant amount of time, and rightfully so. They haven't been putting out high-quality stuff, and what we know from the past and the present, that a lot of the market is dictated by very little from the actual comic book story arcs. That was a lot of COVID stuff that pushed that because there weren't TV shows and movies. Now the TV shows and the movies are really blowing books up in a positive or negative way. Point is, watch the DC books. The DC keys have been undervalued for a significant amount of time compared to Marvel. Now with James Gunn at the helm, do not be surprised if you start seeing an uptick in DC books. This is not a DC book. This is a Marvel. This is point one, #1, signed by Adam Kubert. This is the first appearance of the new Nova, Sam Alexander. What do we got here? Another 9.8. So guys, these nice signature in yellow down here. This is going to be quite a variety and mix of books. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm pretty positive these are Erod's books. How about Wolverine Weapon X #1? Another signed by Kubert. Nice location on that in a 9.6. That's a great location for a signature. I forgot he was here. Or he was here. He was there at the show. Next up, we won't be able to get sales data on this stuff. I apologize. It's just hard to get the signature. Oh, we've got a lot of signatures on this. Absolute Carnage #1, signed by Donny Cates, Mike Del Mondo, Dan Jurgens, and Ryan Stegman. 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures. I do like the Stegman. If this was mine, I would have done everything in the same color, but that's only because I'm anal about that stuff. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. All right, what do we have here? 9.8. This is really interesting because I would imagine Erod at future shows where we get books signed by artists and writers, he's going to bring this. We're going to have to crack it open and get it signed again. Awesome that it's a 9.8. It's a hard book. This is a hard book to get 9.8 on when you start acquiring more and more and more signatures. Why? Because the book is handled, it's graded, it's encapsulated, and then cracked back open to add signatures. So that's going to be tough to hold that 9.8. We'll see down the line if he can do it. We have COAs from some of these books. All right, what do we have next? Hopefully you guys are into this variety of stuff. Oh, we've got a Mark Brooks signature on Avengers 684. Hulk gains new powers and becomes Immortal Hulk. Technically the first Immortal Hulk. What do we got? 9.8. This is an awesome book to have a 9.8 in, and signed by Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks does some great stuff, doesn't he? That's a nice book. Wow, a lot of 9.8s. Can we keep it? What do we have, like 196? 9.8. X-Men 211, signed by Chris Claremont. First appearance of the Marauders. This is that 25th anniversary cover. They had a whole bunch of these. I'm sure you guys know by now. 9.6 white pager. Nice. Claremont loves signing on the title here, and I'm not going to lie, I enjoy that signature placement because you don't really cover any of the artwork. Like Brooks covered a little bit. You know, if I was Brooks, I maybe would have put it up here. I mean, it's not too bad on his forehead, but still, I would have kept it a little bit off his artwork. And that's him. He signed it, and it's his own artwork. We have like 6 more Signature Series books. Oh boy, Uncanny X-Men 211. This is the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. We have talked about this book a lot. I say this is currently undervalued because I believe that Mr. Sinister is going to be one of the earlier X-Men villains to appear. We're not going to see X-Men as a team for a long time, but who else do you get? We've already had Magneto. We've had Apocalypse. I feel like Sinister is a huge go-to villain for the MCU. Signed by Claremont, signed by Silvestri, in a 9.4. That's a great book, too. Good black signatures on the blue. I actually don't mind the signature placement on these. Well, Claremont, that's like his spot. Silvestri, maybe I would have liked it a little bit more off. Again, I'm anal about this stuff, man. Like, I don't know. Just me. Some guys don't, some people don't mind. Some people just want that signature. Wherever the artist or writer decides to put it is good enough. I'm just a little picky. I'm absolutely loving this. He-Man Masters of the Universe 14. This is the origin of She-Ra, signed by Ken Lashley. Now, that's a signature placement off the artwork. This would have worked for me. This would have worked for me. But down here works. 9.8. Awesome book. I love this book. I don't know. I want this book. I'm really liking this. Yeah, that is beautiful. If you're a He-Man fan, that's an absolutely fantastic cover, and that's something now that I have to target for my personal collection. So, thanks. Here we go for the invoice. All right, we have some more. Oh, yeah, Esad Ribic. Come on, Miles Morales. Look at this ridiculous cover. Edge of Spider-Verse #1, signed and sketched by Esad Ribic in a 9. Of course it is, in a 9.8. That is gorgeous. Ribic does some ridiculous work, man. And this is a beautiful cover. Fan-freaking-tastic. Next up, first Gambit, Uncanny X-Men 266. We have a Rubenstein signed and sketched. Look at the Gambit here. Look at that. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Done at New York Comic Con. 8.5. I'm not sure what Erod thought or was hoping for a grade. But still, I mean, when you have a Rubenstein piece, you're almost not paying for the grade. The grade is almost slightly irrelevant at this point when you have a piece that's that cool. And of course, it is Uncanny X-Men 266, so it's the first appearance of Gambit. That's great. These are awesome. So there's some sketches and some signatures. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Rubenstein again, right? Absolutely. Signed and sketched by Joe Rubenstein. Signed by Chris Claremont. Unbelievable. That's gorgeous, huh? What do we have here? 8.0. Again, a piece of original art on there. These are beautiful books. Erod's going to be happy. All right. Signed by Joe Quesada. This is Wolverine Origins #10. First appearance of Dakin. Dakin? Is it Dakin? I think it's Dakin. 9.2. 9.2. There's like 2 or 3 versions of this book. The third claw is the super expensive variant. Cool signature. Last book of today. And again, we are not going to get sales data on this. We have an X-Men Annual 14 signed by Arthur Adams and Chris Claremont. First Gambit cameo, silver and silver. Very busy cover. Hard to really see the signatures. The silver was probably the best option. Super busy cover. 7.5. That's tough on that one, but hey, you got the 2 signatures. Why was it a 7.5? I don't know. This is a tough book to get in high grade, guys. The square bound. I never really see these things covered. Nice corners, everything super sharp, and the cut nice without like overlap on the spine. It just always seems with this particular book. So that's it. These books aren't mine. Unfortunately, they're not yours. And the reason I even said that in the beginning of the before I open these is because we have a bunch of stuff coming back from Ryan Brown and from Mark Morales that we did Whatnot streams, and a lot of people wanted their books off the CGC, and those will be back very shortly. These books are coming back fast, man. Fast Track Moderns are coming back in about 2 weeks, and I think regular Moderns are taking up to 4 weeks. So that's it. That's it for this one. I'm glad these things came back. I hope Erod is happy with these. I love that He-Man. I got to figure out if I can even buy that from him. So that's it for this one, guys. I want to say thank you so much. Keep an eye out. We have a lot of CGC unboxings coming up just because all that stuff from New York Comic Con is coming back. And if you did win any of that stuff from the Whatnot streams and they do come back, I'm going to record a video unboxing them, but I'm going to ship them out as soon as they get back. So you may actually get your books before the video comes out. That's it. That's it for me. I want to say thank you guys so much. And as always, keep it comics.